Hi, this is Sarah. This is October 31st. I'm 6 weeks post-up. Anyways, happy Halloween to all the young ones and the old ones. And you're probably going to ask me how my healing is doing. Well, my healing is doing awesome. I still do ouzo goo and stuff like that coming out of my vaginal canal. But it's healing up. Usually your first dilation in the morning is kind of the hardest because it's all swollen up and you have to use a lot of the lubricant. And I used actually the Life brand lubricant. I don't use the KY jelly lubricant because it's a little bit cheaper. When you do your dilations, you usually use a mirror. That's the same thing when I usually do my 2 douches. I have one in the morning, 1 douche in the morning and 1 in the evening before I go to bed. You have to have 4 dilations a day for 2 months. Then after 2 months, you'd be going on the 3rd month. Then you'd be using 3 dilators, number 1, 2, and 3. And I don't know what the time limits are for them yet, but the ones I'm using right now for number 1, dilator number 1 is for 5 minutes. The second one is for 15 minutes. And I could show you what they look like. This is dilator number 1. It's the purple one. Yes. I keep it in water, and I put some Dexton solution inside of it, so it kills the germs. And this is dilator number 2. And there's a black mark on here where it shows you to go to inside your vaginal canal. So yeah, I hope that's a little information for you guys that you want to know a little bit. How is it to do with my nose operation? It's still plugged up, and it's going to be plugged up for about a year, and I have a hard time breathing. I usually breathe out of my mouth, but it happens. And my incision in my neck here from the Adam's apple shave, it's healing up. I don't know if you can see it underneath there, but yeah. And this is my Halloween costume. It's a German girl outfit. Yes. And then I have my little garter stocking on too. And you're probably going to ask me how the care was in Montreal. The care in Montreal was very good. I had quite a few friends there. I made a couple of new friends there. One from not too far from where I live, and one from the United States. And I communicate back and forth to them once in a while to see how they're doing and whatever. I was there 11 days. In the operating table, well, basically in the main hospital, they have to keep you 4 days there. The first night you have to stay. You're not supposed to drink any liquids or anything like that, or no food or nothing like that. And then the next following day you have your operation. My operation was at 12, and I wasn't back into my room till 5 o'clock-ish, I'd say, or 5:30. And they keep like you're rotating your feet so that they just don't the stuff in there, like it just it just makes it move your legs and stuff, so you have to make it because you wouldn't be able to walk or nothing for about a day or something. They tried making me walk there the next following day when I was in bed for not even like 5 minutes. I almost fell on the ground, and then 2 nurses had to help me up and take me back to bed. The second following day I wasn't too bad. And then the third following day they took me to the residence It's called the Escapade. They look after you. I was there for about 7 days, I guess, until when I arrived back home. So the care is very good there. Um, like I said, Dr. Broussard and his crew are pretty friendly, outgoing people and everything like that. And it's too bad I didn't go and see the rest of Montreal, but I was stuck in there, and it's very hospital down there. And I had to change most of my documents. This is my new social insurance card, if you could read it, actually. And this is the medications I had to actually take when I was in Montreal. I mean, I still have them yet, but like I said, just in case if I have any problems, with my number 2, and I can't go to the bathroom properly. So my main doctor here in Winnipeg, he could actually get some of that stuff there, and I got my birth certificate changed. It'll be coming in the mail again, and it will state female on there. I'll get my driver's license changed to female and everything like that. It's a long process. For my advice to you guys is, if you guys want to go through transition, it's worth it, but it's a long process. And like I said, it took me almost 4 years to actually become who I am. And I'm happy. I'm not sad. I'm happy, and that's what I wanted to do in my life. And I hope that other transgender people are listening to me, and whoever wants to go through transition, a supporting friend and a supporting trans woman to you guys. Transition, it's very hard, and I understand it's very hard. You have to lie to your parents, you have to lie to your friends that you're not a transgender and all that stuff, and then eventually it will all leak out, and then everybody gets surprised, and you should have been honest with them in the beginning with. But I'm 31 years old right now. I'm learning, right? And that's the learning factor of going through transition. A lot of people, they go through transition a lot more younger than I do, and they succeed a lot better than I do, because the facial hair, and like the Adam's apple, this had to be removed, and then I didn't have that perfect of a straight of a nose before. Now I have a perfect nose. I have a perfect body, and a lot of people are jealous. I know, but that's the way transition is. And when I started on HRT, I was on it for almost 3 years, but the back catch of it is that I was taking the black market HRT to start it off with, and I started it off like 5 years prior, before when I started with with my main doctor, and I was buying hormone replacement therapy for transgenders on the internet, and it's not all safe products because it's natural herbs and all that stuff, and you won't see the results as what you need, because you need to actually look like a female instead of just growing some little bit bust and whatever, and trying to pass around with it. You're not going to pass around with it very much. But for me to actually not force myself in doing my body can't handle, this is actually a lesson to let you guys know, after when you have your gender reassignment surgery, is not actually to force yourself. If the doctors tell you to do 10 pounds lifting, do 10 pounds lifting. Don't overstretch yourself, because as soon as you overstretch yourself, You could have stitches coming out of your new vaginal canal, a new vagina, and it's a pretty hard thing to see. Like one of my friends, she had her gender reassignment surgery 2 weeks before mine, and I'm praying for her and hoping that she will do better, but her stuff came outside of her, and it just was a bloody mess. So now they have to go and give her smaller dilators because her vaginal canal collapsed on her. So she has to have smaller dilators to actually insert them in so it won't come out. And it could be just from, you're looking after yourself, but, like you should have someone to look after you, at least for a good month. And, after a month, you know what you can do and what you can't do and whatever like this. But, like I said, I manage myself and I know what 10, 15, 20 pounds are, but I usually handle like 10 pounds at a time. Same thing with walking. Don't overdo walking because otherwise it's going to start hurting, and then throughout the whole night it's just irritating and it's not funny, it's not pleasant. So this is my update for the month of, actually supposed to be November 1st. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you thought it was very educational, and there's a little bit stuff for me for putting up on my thing for tonight. That's a skeleton. I'll put that up on top of my window. This is a pumpkin, as usual. It's a little pumpkin thing like that, and I'll put that beside my window. And this here, it says "Boo for you, boo to you." This is actually for your door, so it's not. I didn't pay very much for it. So like I said, I hope you like my outfit. I hope you like my video, and it was very educational. And whoever wants to go down to Dr. Broussard to have their gender reassignment surgery is very cool with me because, like I said, he's a very cool doctor. When you look at your vaginal canal, it almost looks like a natural woman's vagina, basically. And when it's healing up, it's actually starting to look actually a lot better than it did before because it's not as swollen as bad. And, I'm not supposed to have intercourse or anything like that within 3 or 4 months, but it's already starting to make its own lubricant. So after 2 months, I'm actually supposed to start not douching anymore. So it's going to start making its own lubricant, and so I don't have to douche anymore, or like early in the morning or late at night. Just maybe go for my sitz bath, 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes for your last three, like your last third dilation, and then your last dilation before you go to bed. Anyways, signing off. This is Sarah, and I hope you enjoyed my video, and happy Halloween, and lots of love, and lots of caring, and we'll be making a video in the end of November or in the beginning of December, and that'll be my I guess be my over 2 months post-up video. And I hope you thought it was a very educational video, and I'll be wearing my Miss Santa Claus costume for my next video, and it'll be pretty naughty. It will be naughtier than this. So I hope you enjoyed it. Signing off, this is Sarah. Bye.